We can bring in Democratic Congressman Brad Sherman, who sits on the House Foreign Affairs Committee and has been following events in Ethiopia very closely indeed. Congressman, thanks so much for being with us. You have been speaking out about the unfolding humanitarian crisis. How concerned are you tonight about the intensifying fighting?
This is the one-year anniversary of an unfolding tragedy. The AP now reports that more people face death by famine in Tigray, northern Ethiopia, than face famine in all the other trouble spots around the world. This is a real tragedy. Our committee voted unanimously for a resolution that uses the word genocide to describe what is happening in Tigray.
And you have called for the U.S. Navy to get involved. What exactly do you want them to do to try and get aid to people who are on the brink of starvation? No. Look,
I want to see the trucks rolling into Tigray with food. I listed a whole a variety of different options we can take. Obviously, it starts with diplomacy. It starts with working with so many groups toward a ceasefire. But if we see the prospect of a genocide and we see the Eritrean government participating in that, Eritrea is a coastal country. It enjoys commerce on all of the high seas. And if it participates in a genocide, then we would have to take a look at all the options. Some have suggested a no-fly zone. That obviously exposes American forces to much greater risks than doing something in one of the world's many oceans.
The U.S. Special Envoy is in Ethiopia tonight. International efforts to halt the fighting so far have completely failed. What are you hoping that Jeffrey Feltman could achieve?
Well, a ceasefire, and I did not hear your question all that clearly. We do have some technical difficulties, but a ceasefire would be so beneficial to all the parties involved. And an agreement to allow the food shipments in is so critical. And look, all parties have some blame here. The UN High Human Rights Commissioner has just issued a report in the last 24 hours saying that there have been atrocities on all sides, but saying that the vast majority of those atrocities have been committed by the Ethiopian government and an Eritrean government that is interfering in a civil war that isn't its civil war.
Congressman Brad Sherman, thank you so much for joining us tonight. And in other news...